going on, everybody? Today we're going to be working with a simple fishing system as requested, and it's pretty easy to do, so just follow along and you really can't mess it up. Now I also want to say that I am using some DLC here from RPG Maker MV, the Time Fantasy Animals, but it is not needed. It is just something that you can use to spice up and give more life to your fishing system. And also I have little fish here that swim around back and forth, and all they are the image of a silhouette of a fish on a custom route, and I just have him moving up and down, and it's different for the other one, different way. And I have through on because without through on, water is something that characters can't pass through, so I turn through on so he can swim around in the water. Let's check out the sign, and this is just kind of to guide players where they need to go. So all you do is click on it and it shows text saying fish in the deep water. Now let's look at the actual fishing system. I do want to point out that all of these events are the same event. These are just places you can fish at. You could put them all the way around the edge of the pond if you wanted to, or wherever you want. They are all the same. Let's jump into this. I called this fishing test because I was working on creating it. And it's same as character, so you can stand next to it and click on it, and the trigger is action button. And it'll show text, fish question mark, and it'll give you choices, yes or no. And when you say yes, we do control variables fish name random 02. Now what is that? Well, it's just a variable that I made called fish name. We set that variable to a random between 0 and 2. 0, 1, 2, and that's going to give us 3 options. You can make that list a lot longer. You could be 0 and 10, and you could have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 be you not catching a fish, not getting a nibble, and then the other ones would be catching a fish. So you have less of a chance to catch a fish and make the other fish more rare. Or you could put 10 fish in, or 5 of the same fish, and then 1 of a rare fish, and there's less chance that you're going to catch that fish, but there's still a chance. So let's go on here. After when yes, control variables fish name random 02, we're going to say if the fish name variable is equal to 0, show in text ... wait 120 frames, which is 2 seconds in RPG Maker, and then it's going to show more text, not even a nibble. So if it pulls a random number out at 0, then we're not catching anything. Now, under else, because when we say if fish name, we go variable fish name equals constant of 0. So we're saying if the variable equals 0, this is what we want to happen. And then we have an else branch if it doesn't equal. And then under the else, we're saying else if fish name equals 1. Then we're gonna show text ... Then we're gonna set a movement route for this event to change the image here. And this is just something that I did with the sprites from the DLC to spice it up. You don't have to do this, but for people who would like to do this, I have it right here. We changed the image, and all I did was change the image to a fish silhouette. Wait for completion, and that will change this image to a fish. So we're going to show balloon icon on the player after that, or an exclamation point. And don't wait for completion. And then it's going to be 3 exclamation points in text right here. Wait another 120 frames, which is 2 seconds. We're going to show an animation on this event. Mine is water all 2, but you could use whatever you want or make your own animation. I just used a basic default one. And then we're going to set movement route again, just to change the image again. And right here, change image. And I am changing it to the fish silhouette to the actual fish. So it looks like he kind of popped out of the water. And then text, caught a trout, exclamation point. Change items, trout +1. And that is just, I went into my system and I made 2 items, a trout and a catfish, so I could actually give myself that item. And then text +1 trout, because it doesn't tell you when you change the item, so you need to show a text showing the player that they caught the fish and they have it. And then we are going to set a movement route again for this event, to change the image back to none. And all you do there is go edit, image, and you click none. All right, and that's what happens if they pick a random number. If the variable picks a random number and it ends up being 1, you're gonna catch a trout. It's gonna happen right there. And basically the same for the catfish here. So I told you I have 3 options. So you're either gonna catch nothing, catch a trout, or catch a catfish. So under the else of this one, else if fish name equals 2, that's the last option, because we're picking a number between 0 and 2. Then we're going to show text ... set a movement route for this event. And again, we're just changing the image. And this time I'm changing it to the silhouette again. Show balloon icon, player exclamation. And then since this catfish is a bigger fish and like a more rare fish, quote unquote, we're going to use 6 exclamation points just to show them that they've caught something better. And we're going to wait another 120 frames, 2 seconds. Show animation on this event, water all 2. And then set movement route for this image. And again, we are just changing that. So that's more like a catfish, and I used that one. And then saying, caught a catfish. Change items, catfish +1, text plus catfish. And then we are setting the image back to none. So let's see what this looks like. All right, here we are. And there you go. I'm sorry if that music was a little loud. It was pretty loud in my headphones. That's why I didn't say anything. But that's it. That's a simple way to make a fishing system. You're just creating a variable that is going to store a random number, and then you're going to set it to a random number between 0 and whatever, how many numbers you want it to go. But like I said, 0 and 2. So you have 3 options there. If it's 0, not going to catch anything. If it's 1, you're going to catch a trout. If it's 2, you're going to catch a catfish. Now you have a 2 out of 3 chance of catching something. So if you were to set it to from 0 to 4, from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put no bite on 1, 2, and 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then only put the catfish on 4, then you have a 1 out of 5 chance of catching a catfish, and it makes it more rare. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and to whoever requested this, I'm sorry I can't remember your name on YouTube, but I hope this is what you're looking for, or I hope this guides you into making a bigger and better system for yourself. Again, I like to use only events when I make these things, so everybody can do it. It's not like everybody can just get a plugin and learn exactly how to use it, and also some people don't want to put plugins in their game. They want to make it all theirs. So I really hope this helps you. Thank you. Have a great day. Trick Ghoul out.